you know what I mean, like a light that sticks out of the wall. Technical term. Hello everyone, happy Easter. That is if you're watching it on the Easter weekend. If you're not, then I hope you've had a good Easter and I hope you've had a good weekend, however you've chosen to spend it. I have a charity shop haul for you, so you know, if you've got a little bit of downtime over the weekend or you're recovering from having family over or whatever you've been doing, then sit back, grab a cup of tea and I hope you enjoy. So I've just made myself a matcha tea and that's the first thing I have to show you is my new mug that I bought in the charity shop. It was £1 and it's nothing particularly special, so I've decided I'm going to keep it. As if I need any new mugs. Shh. But I really like it. It's very quirky. It's all sort of misshapen. It looks like it's been handmade. I'm not sure if it has. It's unbranded. It's probably quite mass produced, but I really liked it. It's really quirky. I love the design of it, but I might have to get rid of another one, you know, the one in, one out policy, just so that we can fit it in the cupboard. But I do really love it, so quite pleased with that for £1. Cheers. So the second thing I have to show you is something I bought to resell, although I do love it, and the pull to actually keep hold of it and use it as guest bedding, that gives it away what it is very strong. See if you recognise the design. It is Cath Kidston. So I think it's a double, but I haven't measured it yet. Might be a king size, definitely not single. There are 4 pillowcases and it is the IKEA Blue Rosalie design. And I paid £8 for that, which seems quite a lot, but they do sell for around the 30-35, probably more if it is king size. So £8 was, I was fine with paying £8 for it. It seems to be in really nice condition. So yeah, I was really thrilled with that. You know that I love Cath Kidston anyway. It has a gingham design on the reverse, so I suppose you could reverse it if you wanted to, if you fancied a change. So I'm very pleased with that. As soon as I spotted it on the rail, I thought, oh, that is Cath Kidston. Yes, that's definitely coming home with me. Funnily enough, the IKEA sets seem to fetch a higher price. I think it's probably because they're discontinued, I don't know. But brilliant find, I think. So yeah, thrilled with that. So I spotted this and I thought, oh, that's probably studio pottery. And it was only, I think it was £2. Might have even been £1. It wasn't any more than £2 anyway. And I was right, it is studio pottery. It's got a maker's mark on it there. I've started to do some research, but I haven't found anything as yet, so I need to do some more. It's not the most exciting piece of studio pottery I've ever found, but it should sell for, I would say, between 15 and 25. Around that ballpark. That's usually what studio pottery sells for me. So I picked it up anyway. Even if it sells for 10, I'm still going to make a profit. The way I see it, I always pick up studio pottery, whatever it is, because it's an opportunity for me to learn and I love doing the research on it. So as I say, I've got to do a bit more research on this. If it turns out to be worth £1 million, then I will let you know, but I'm thinking it's probably more around the 20-something mark. And then this was a nice find. I often see other people selling these and I've never found any for myself before. And they were sat on a shelf in really lovely condition. 6 clip-on vintage lampshades. That's what they look like inside. So they clip on a chandelier or like on wall lights that stick out, sort of vintage. I don't know, how would you describe that? But you know what I mean, like a light that sticks out of the wall. Technical term. But yes, they do sell really well. And I paid £1 each on them, so they weren't selling them as a set, they were selling them individually, weirdly. So £6 for the set, and I think should be able to get somewhere between 25 and 35 on those. So I'm chuffed to have found these. I often see other vintage sellers get these and, you know, get quite a good price on them. So we'll see what happens. I mean, they're not the most exciting of colours, but maybe that's a good thing because they're neutral and they go with everything, don't they? They're very classic. We'll see, I'll let you know. Okay, this next little find is quite interesting. I paid £5 for this set of bowls. And I've got 5 of the smaller bowls. Don't know whether you'd say there were soup bowls. I suppose soup, cereal, dessert, doesn't really matter, does it? So I've got 5 of those. And then a bigger one, which I would assume is a serving bowl. It's just one of those. And that's the mark on the bottom. Now, you're probably not going to be able to focus on that. See if we can get it in the light. Maybe. Basically, you can see it's a Japanese symbol. So I already have 2 larger, more decorative bowls, which are Japanese, and I think they're Katani. We asked Walter about them, Antiques Arena, a few months back when we got them, and he did confirm they were Katani for probably Meiji period. And these are very similar in their design. So pretty sure these are also Katani. Because of that, I thought it was definitely worth the £5 for the set. If I'm correct, then they could be worth quite a bit, but I'm not sure. So this is where I need your help. So is anybody out there and more of an expert on Japanese pottery than I am? Have you seen this design before? Have you sold or had anything that's similar to that? Would you say that they're Katani? And if so, where would you price it? Because it's all over the place. I don't know whether I'm up near the sort of 100 mark or whether I'm more middle of the road 50 mark. I'm quite confused about it. So if you've got any information and you can help me out at all, I would be very, very grateful. Or I would just end up aiming high and seeing what happens, putting offers on. I could put it on auction, but we don't do a lot of auctions on our shop, so they don't tend to do very well for us, auctions. So I don't really want to take a chance with that. I would much rather put it on a Buy It Now with offers and see where it settles. But again, it's an unknown and something that I might have to update you on a bit later on down the line. We shall see. Overall, they are beautiful bowls. I don't think I'm going to have any trouble selling them. I think £5 was definitely a fair price to pay for bowls like this, or just for a set of bowls anyway that, you know, even if I was going to sell them for £20, that would still be okay. So it's going to be interesting seeing what happens with it. It's very busy out there today. And then I saw this bowl, which was just £1, and it does have a partial sticker on the bottom, but you can make out that it is Sasak pottery, which is Indonesian. I haven't had Sasak pottery before, as far as I remember, so I thought I would pick it up at £1, can't lose, going to take a chance on it. I think I'm probably looking at about 15 to 20, which is not bad at all. But yeah, it's made of terracotta clay. It looks wood, doesn't it? When I first picked it up, I thought it was carved wood, but it's actually pottery. So I think it's beautiful. Stunning design on it, beautiful hand carving. Yeah, another interesting piece. And then I picked up another one of these, slightly different colour. You might remember one of these from a different haul that I did. It's Iden pottery, made in Rye. I paid £2.50 for it. Currently I have the other one listed at £12.99, but I'm thinking that I might rejig the listing and add this one in, and maybe do the pair at 20. Not sure yet, because they are slightly different colours, as I say, so I don't know whether it would be better to do them separately. Somebody might want a mismatched pair. I don't know, I'm undecided. What would you do? Would you sell them individually, or do you think you would put them together and sell them as a pair? So I picked this up. I think it was £1 or £2, but you might recognise that design there. It is Portmeirion Botanic Garden. The top does need a bit of wood oil on it. It's looking a little bit worn, where people have done this for many years. Looking at completed listings, it's not, you know, hugely valuable. 10 to £15 maybe on that. If it doesn't sell, then just as a pot itself, it's really pretty, and I might just use it for utensils or pens or something. I don't know. But I wasn't going to leave Portmeirion on the shelf. Another thing I always pick up when I see it is official Disney mugs. And this is the Tangled Rapunzel mug. The back it says, "The magic's in your heart." It's a smaller mug. It's ideal for kids, or, you know, could have your cappuccino in it. It's Disney Store. And it should be worth 10 to £15. I think it was £1. And another mug I picked up is this Arthur Wood cow. So you've got his front and his back. And he was only 75p. Again, 10 to 15 on him. And that's the back stamp for it. Arthur Wood mugs are really good fun. There are various different designs, different animals on. This I picked up for myself actually. It's super cute and I really liked it. It's a little soapstone sheep. I did a little bit of research on it just in case, you know, it was worth a ton of money, which I I very much doubted, but you've got to check these things. And it looks like it was hand carved in Kenya. So it's come back as a souvenir piece, but it fits perfectly in my lovely little cottage. So I'm going to find a home for him somewhere on a shelf. And the other thing that I picked up in the same charity shop was this really sweet little rabbit paperweight. He's not really worth that much at all. I did look him up as well. Seems to be quite mass produced, but I knew that I was picking it up for myself anyway. So he's just Really, really cute. And I do seem to be getting a little bit of a collection of paperweights. I've got some behind me, and I've got a couple that I've actually moved the shelves around a little bit, so I've got some that I want to put upstairs and organise the shelves on the landing as well. Okay, what's next? Oh, I picked up this for my niece. As you can see, her name is Ella. It's a little money box. It's months until her birthday, but I thought I would put it away and then I can give that to her, put a little bit of money in for her, and she can start some of her own savings, saving up her pocket money. I couldn't leave it behind when I saw it and it was her name. So, yeah, I was pleased with that. And then lastly, these have sold already. I picked up a chicken and rooster salt and pepper set. I have a customer who collects things with chickens on, so I messaged him once I got them and gave him first refusal on them, and yes, he wanted them, so he has bought them. They're magnetic. They've got little magnets on them, so they sit together on a shelf or in a cupboard. So they'll be on their way to David just after Easter when we do our next lot of post. So thank you for that purchase, David. So that's it for today. That's everything that I found in the charity shops recently. I think I've got some good finds actually. I'm really pleased with the Japanese bowls and seeing what happens with those. Very pleased with the Cath Kidston bedding. Yeah, I'm loving the lampshades as well. And I'm really pleased with my mug. And as always, let me know which item you liked the best. But for now, I'm going to leave you all to enjoy your Easter holidays, and I will see you in another video very soon. Take care for now. Bye.